State Building.
You have seen her compete on CBBC's Got What It Takes, perform on Top of the Pops, The Graham Norton Show. She just made her US TV debut last week on The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon, a rising English singer-songwriter known for her soulful, raw voice, powerful songwriting. A Brit Award Rising Star nominee, one of Ticketmaster's breakthrough artists, top for fourth on the BBC Sound of Poll. Her album debuted on the North American charts last year as her single Messy is gaining virality, solidifying her international reputation. Damas y caballeros, her journey started in London. Please welcome Miss Lola Young.
Hey, wait, do you speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Damn, mommy.
Soy mexicana.
I don't, so...
Yeah, you don't. Welcome again to New York.
Thank you.
How are you feeling? You've been here for a second now.
I have been here 2 weeks. I finished my album here. My second album, yeah, I finished it. It's basically done.
Yes, this was a writing session for you.
This was a writing session, then they threw in the promo, as they do, which was great, because I'm happy to be here, but, like, as in, you know, they sneakily chucked in a bunch of promo. But then I did, like, a pop-up show yesterday, which was sick, for the fans and for some press people and all sorts, and it's been amazing. I've really enjoyed myself, yeah.
I feel like...
Too cold, though. Bloody hell.
Okay, I was going to actually ask.
Nah, it's too cold.
Okay.
Chill, New York.
Not cute.
Not cute.
But how does it feel like walking around and seeing the hustle of New York and...
Not being that much hustle because it's been cold. Like, I don't get it. Like, I think, do you know what? London's way more hustle bustle than New York because it's more compact, I think.
Okay.
Like, it's, like, way more, like, you know, with the cheap, like, I haven't been on the subway yet here. Well, I have before, but I haven't been, like, as when I've come recently. And in London, it's, like, people are, like, rude and rushing, and I haven't found that here yet, but...
That's true. I think especially when it gets warmer, everyone is out.
Yeah,
out. Everyone's in a better mood, too. But you're right. When it gets cold, everyone gets scared and wants to stay home.
Right. That's not,
but you've been writing. Do you feel like you've gotten a lot of inspiration from being here in the city?
Yeah and no. I think it's quite similar to London, and I don't feel like I've like, but you know, it's just a change of environment always helps inspiration, and always helps like fuel creativity, I guess, to a certain degree, because you're just changing where you are, and that makes for like new things that you're seeing, and you know, you just get to wake up in a different bed, and like that feels different enough to get some new inspiration. So.
And you love London. You still live there. You can't wait to go back when you're traveling for so long.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it's home, you know. So it's like I have a love and hate relationship with London, but I do. It's like the best place in the world, in my opinion. But I do hate it sometimes.
Well, yeah. I mean,
you hate it everywhere you live. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, and then when you leave and you come back, you get a more appreciation for it, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes. Sometimes like take me back.
But your journey started there, and you've been grinding for years to get, I feel like, the love that you're feeling now in the streets and around the world. You started off playing guitar, piano, all the things?
All the things.
Yeah. How old are you when you started playing?
Well, I don't really play much on stage anymore. Like, it's mainly for writing, which is not really a conscious decision. It's more just like, what has happened. I would love to like get back into playing a bit of guitar on stage. I've just got these bloody nails on, so I can't do anything with them. But no, I started playing like piano. I did some piano lessons, and then I was self-taught pretty much on the guitar. And yeah.
Were those things that you were asking your parents to do, or you were just picking it up yourself?
No, so my mom like pretty much forced me to play piano. Like, it was like a thing where like I didn't want to do it, and it was like, you know, weekly piano lesson. But my teacher was lovely, and then eventually like. It became like I didn't, you know, I just wanted to do it all the time. Like writing songs became the thing, right? Like the music. I guess I was kind of naturally slightly musical, but the creative aspect of like just getting to have this thing that you've literally created out of thin air is like insane.
So then, who were you listening to, and what did your mom have on around the house while you were growing up that made you fall in love with music?
I mean, you know what? There wasn't like, I mean, it was a bunch of different things. It went from like Black Eyed Peas, Avril Lavigne, Eminem to like D'Angelo, Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill, like old folk music. Like, it was just a combination of a lot of different genres. But I'm not like, I didn't have like the most eclectic. I had to like do a lot of the digging myself.
Mm-hmm. And then you started entering into competitions, and what was that like? How did that start?
I was just doing anything I could to kind of get to where I wanted to be, and I didn't really know where to start before I was managed, or before I got signed. You don't know what to do as a kid. You just want to be in music, and like So I was just doing anything I could to kind of get my toes in. So like it would be like a competition. Like I did these other things that like loads of competitions I did just to like get seen and recognized. And it did help, I guess, but it wasn't the reason I'm here. It's just like, you know, stepping stones.
Yeah, and gaining the confidence to perform in front of
Exactly.
people.
Yeah.
What would you be performing when you were competing? Do you remember?
My own songs. Yeah, literally. I was still writing. Like I've been writing since I was like 12, 13. So I would always write my own material, and I guess that gave me a bit of a leg up in some of these random weird competitions. But
And you won some pretty big ones. You'd win money and
yeah, one of them was a scam. I'm not gonna talk about that. But
what happened?
no, this guy like was like it was like a management contract like signed into this this thing. I didn't sign for that, like in the small print at the bottom, and it was like, you know, whatever, £10,000, whatever, and it was like, well, didn't even get any of the money
Oh, so
unless I had to be managed by this guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, so you signed something and
No, I didn't. No, I didn't sign it, and then that was like in the small print. You only get the money if you get managed by this guy. I was like,
Interesting.
absolutely not.
Who was looking out after you? Was your mom going to all these things with you? And
Yeah, I had family involved, and it was nice. It was just it was a thing that I like always wanted. It was like researching stuff on the internet, like what can I do to be famous
yeah, yeah.
and have my music out there, you know.
Okay. And then you got recognized and the attention from Nick Shimansky, who's a huge name in music. Amy Winehouse, just to name a few. So, how did that go about?
So he basically he was really like scarred by everything that happened with Amy, and he didn't want to manage again, and then I forced him to.
How do you even get in contact
Well, I
with
didn't.
him?
No. He came to one of my. I did a gig in London, and he came, and I was like obsessed with him. And like I just wanted a manager so badly, and I hadn't met the right person, and he felt like the right person like from the get go. But he was like, you know, obviously really, you know. So anyway, we ended up we've been working together for like 9 years.
How did you convince someone like that? That was just like
I just was like, I'm not going to stop until you manage me, kind of thing. I mean. He can speak.
Wow. And so what did you learn from working with him? What has he said about awesome artists?
I learn a lot from him every day, and we have a very close relationship, very close relationship. So we're like best friends, we work together, we're also like family. It's like very intense and beautiful, but we learn a lot from each other, I think.
Wow. That is a really cool story. And then you're seeing that you're writing, people are loving your music, you're gaining traction. And then last year, your song Messy just blows up to these levels.
I know, mad.
What was going on when you first started seeing the virality of your music?
I don't really remember. It's been so quick that I can't really like remember each point. I remember Messy dropped. It was like months after that it kind of blew up, I guess. But I saw in the TikTok, I started like going heavy on the TikTok, and then like I've had a couple of other viral moments, but not like this. Like. And I think it just resonates with people because I'm just speaking my truth. Like it's not anything that I've like, it's not something that I've like, written a story about. Do you know what I mean? Like this is my life. Like, and narcissistic man and family and how I feel about myself and having ADHD, and like, these are things that are real to me. So.
Mm-hmm. And when you are writing these songs, are there some where you feel like people will resonate with more? And do you see that happening online?
No, I don't see that. I don't really tend to like notice the difference. Like they're all my things. I'm not writing for music for people to resonate. Like if they resonate, they resonate, and if they don't, they don't. And I write another song, and hopefully they do the next one. You know, that's how it works for me.
Mm-hmm. So when you were writing Messy and that specific song, where were you mentally? What was going on there?
To be fair, it was literally just like I remember like this incident with my ex where like I was like. He was just broke and just a bum and all sorts. And I
Were people telling you that this guy was lame?
Well, you know what friends are like. They were like they love them when they're there, and then they hate them. You know, that's just and my friends will support me, and I didn't really showcase how he was. You know, it was always shambles, that relationship. Anyway, and I had this opening line. You know, I'm impatient, so why the hell would you leave me waiting outside the station? It was like -4 degrees. So this is the opening line. I was like, that is my truth. Like, that's what happened. I was outside the station. My phone died. And you didn't get me a new one. You didn't even care. And it was like, and you let me wait for like hours. Do you know what I mean? And I think I was meant to meet him. Whatever. Like, that was just the line. And so it's really real. It's really my what's happened.
Wow. And then now you see that it's like the girly anthem. Everyone
Yeah,
is.
I love that.
It's so cool when you're seeing it pop up over and over and over again, like we all do, and then it just becomes that earworm that we don't even try and we're
I
just
know,
singing it,
yeah.
right? So, has there been anyone that has reposted your song using the sound that you were just like, I can't believe this person is actually.
A lot of them, like most of the big ones, right? Like, I can't think off the top of my head, but there's been some crazy ones for sure. And obviously like SZA posted me on her Instagram.
Did you guys
Sound.
message each other or not?
Yeah, no, we've worked. Like, well, we haven't really worked, but we've met each other, and she's a fan of me, and I'm a fan of her, and it's great.
Yes. Her movie just came out with Kiki Palmer. Did you
I know,
see that?
insane.
We need to watch that. That's
I
going to
know,
be so
it's gonna be
funny.
amazing.
Also, we're so excited because you've been on tour. You've been touring your last album.
Yeah,
You still have shows coming up. So how has that been?
intense but really fun, and very draining and really fun.
Yeah, when you were planning this tour, what was your priority to get to your fans? Was it the performance, the vocals, all of it together? What was something that you really wanted your fans to take away from seeing you?
Um, just maybe a bit more of my personality, a bit more of who I am, off stage, because I think, people are connecting to the music, that's great, but it's just seeing a little bit of like who I am and what I can, the talking thing. Like, that's what I enjoy when I'm on stage. Like, I can play the songs a million times, but just the bits in between and the special moments that we share when I'm on stage. It's like,
Your personality, you're human, and
yeah, and, just being able to have that human interaction, like, and it feels electric and it feels warming, and yeah.
so has that been your favorite part of tour? What are some other highlights?
The gifts the fans give is like the cutest thing ever.
Like what?
Sometimes they paint pictures, and sometimes they like they just give little cute gifts on stage. It's like so cute.
What do you do with all that stuff?
I'm trying to keep them all and like have a little fan box. I haven't managed to get the box for the fan box yet, but so
Oh,
cute. My fans
that
love
is fun. What's been something about your own tour that you didn't think would be that difficult?
it. I think just like the experience of touring in itself. So like the travel, the early mornings, the late nights, like that is within itself very tiring. And you don't really see, a lot of people behind the scenes think this is a smooth sailing job, and it's like people who don't aren't behind the scenes think this is a smooth sailing job, and it's really not. It's a lot of hard work. You have to rock up, sound check, and then you're straight on stage, and then you're off stage, and then you're doing another one. You're traveling, and like, flights and all sorts. Like, it's hard.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, and I can just see it.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's more than just seeing your artist on the stage.
Yeah, you don't know what's happened. Like, the whole
mm-hmm.
day that's led up to that.
So, do you see yourself doing this the rest of your life, anyways?
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Oh wow,
yeah, this is what I want to do all the time, every day.
And how do you feel now that you're wrapping up your next album?
Yeah, really excited. I'm really excited. Really, really excited. This feels like a step up from the last one, and I didn't even know that was possible. But it feels like, and I think I started at a really good place where people are still diving into that album, and it's still not like reached its full potential yet. So I think the next one will just like, hopefully shed light to the last one too.
And we're seeing you evolve. I mean, from 6 feet under to now.
Yeah.
What are some fun growths that you've seen in yourself?
Style. I think my style's massively changed, and I'm happy about it. Like, it's more me. I'm happy for that, and like my hair's changed, and it's mostly physical things. I haven't changed a bit. My personality.
And you just got your double grill.
Here
Dead.
It's not in.
I have one too. I wish I would have brought it.
Do you? You've got double like
I'm
yeah.
from Oakland, California, so that's our
That's your
thing out there.
thing.
Yes.
Amazing. I love that. I'd love to see that. Your teeth are so straight and perfect. I'd love to see that on you.
Thank you. My mom did that with the braces. But no, I mean, wearing a grill, it's a tough life. It's not easy.
No, it's not, because you. I think I've even got it.
You have it?
Lost it. No, it's in the other room. Yeah, it's a lisp thing.
And I mean, some people like can drink with it. Some people don't take it off. And I'm just like, okay, no, like
cuts
we
up
need.
my lip.
Yeah.
It's cute though.
For sure. Now, what about working in the studio? Like, what have been some moments that you've really appreciated? Some advice that you've got in while you're writing?
So, I think the most important thing that I've learned is like just to not focus on how the song's going to sound when you're making it, or what the song's going to be, or what the reaction's going to be to the song. You have to stay focused in being in love with the song in the moment and cherishing it and nurturing it. And then, yeah, I've just been working a lot with my boys, and they're great.
And then we see that you're getting love from so many artists. We already mentioned SZA, Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
He messaged me, and it's been such an amazing experience working with him. I want to work with him again, and
How is he?
he's incredible. He's a magician. Like, I want to see a genius, like a living genius. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I've never worked with someone as talented as that in my life.
So what were you seeing? What did you learn when you were working with him?
Well, just his work ethic and like what he hears in a record and what he wants, and he knows what he wants, and he's so clear about it, and he's so like his melodies are always so distinct. If you like know music, you know when it's a Tyler song. You know.
Yeah, he's really great at the branding and being true to himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is something that you said about writing. Like, don't care about what other people are going to think or their reaction. Just be authentic. And that's what we saw with Messy, and we are still seeing it grow and grow and grow.
I know,
We
it's so exciting.
started playing it here at Z100. We've been playing it on the new hit list, my nightly
amazing,
show.
thank you.
So it's amazing to see the growth. If you can ask any artist in the world a question, this is sometimes a hard one for our favorite artist to answer. But if you can ask any artist a question, who would it be, and what would you ask them?
Frank Ocean, when is the album dropping? That's it.
Poor thing, he's been going through it. Why can't we get that album?
Lord, where the hell is he?
Maybe Tyler can hit him up, because I know they're besties. You should ask Tyler to ask him.
Yeah. I'm gonna do everything in my power. I need that album.
Right? Now, just to wrap things up, again, we're just so happy that you're here, and
Thank
so
you so much
thankful
for having
because
me.
your music has made so much impact to so many different people.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be Lola Young right now?
The same as it always has. I still like go to the toilet at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm still the same person. But it feels amazing. It feels really, really good to be me at the moment, which is nice. I hope it doesn't change.
What about all the fans that share and love your music and support you?
What do I want to say to them? Pick up yourself, love you. Ooh.
I love it. I love it. Well, we're so blessed that New York City got you to wrap up this album. We're so blessed that
Thank you.
we get all a part of you. We see you with Jimmy Fallon. That's so, so cool. And we just
Yeah.
can't wait to support you for every step of even this
Thank you,
next journey
darling.
in the
Appreciate
album and
that.
the tour.
Thanks,
So
babe.
thank you so much.
From the top of the Empire State Building.
Z100 New York.